Way. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know that song. And hey, everybody, it's Friday. Friday. Rebecca Black. Who remembers that banger? Oh, Caden, play her the video. Caden. Caden doesn't want it in his head. Welcome to the South Point Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. Behind us is the world famous South Point Sportsbook. The show is Punchlines, a fun mix of sports, comedy, conversation, and gambling advice. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show will have you sliding into the weekend, but not like this. What? All right. So, Ryan, what happened?
They both said that.
They said, what? It is, that's crazy. Look at that.
It was just the way you said what.
What? And then look at that angle there. Like, who thinks of that?
That's wild.
That's people hopped up on, oh, wait, that's wild. Maybe we have a new segment. That's wild. Someone write that down so we don't forget it. All right, pretty cool. Well, we hope you have a good weekend. Behind the glass, he's like your favorite cartoon character. Always there to make a good joke, have a funny face or great colorful graphic. Never seems to age, and someday his face will be on merchandise you can buy. Our producer, Ryan McCormick. Yay, Ryan. What? Okay, wait, this is a good line. What's on today's show that will animate the show? What? What will animate? Because I was watching Family
Cartoons,
Guy while I was writing the script. So,
well, we will have a couple different. One being a Friday filter.
Right. 2
being 2 truths and a lie.
Oh.
3 being Frank has a surprise for Alex and I and the rest of us.
It's
apparently.
for you. It's for you, Ryan. But for everyone to enjoy.
All right. Well, I'll take that one. And we also have the Punch Bowl pundits, and we will do Monday's headline. We have a bunch of good stuff.
Punch Bowl pundits. Listen, I didn't want to do it 2 days in a row, but the demand is like people have been like, I've been getting all these texts. When are we going to see it again? I'm like, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it Friday. We'll do it live.
I'm like, count me in.
That's right. Alex is in. Speaking of Alex, to close out the last week without real football, and she is ready for the season because she is a former winner of the Last Man Standing football contest here in Vegas. Once or twice?
Once football, once basketball.
Once football, once basketball. 2-time national champ sports betting analyst Alex White is here, everybody. Yay,
Alex.
Alex, this is your last, one more Friday.
One more Friday, yes.
Come September, you are back to Monday, Wednesdays for football seasons.
Looking forward to it. Mondays are always fun when I'm on with you and Ryan and we recap. But next Friday, I will have some college football plays because that'll be officially week 1. This is week 0. Not a whole lot to pick from, but next week.
I lost that page.
Yeah, you need that page.
No, anyway, what's you got going for Picks of 1236?
So I've got a couple baseball plays that I really like for today. I do have a WNBA as well, but if you followed my pick on Wednesday, I'm sorry because
you had an under, right?
Yes, and neither team could miss.
Okay, it's one of those games where the first or second quarter you're looking going, oh come on.
Yeah.
This is why you always take overs, Frankie overs, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I just want to point out that the Pittsburgh Pirates locked in a scoreless game in the 5th yesterday, then explode. Buccos win 7-0. I had the -1.5.
That's good.
Now taking my underdog record to 7-9.
That's really good.
That is not bad. And
You're
you know,
finish strong.
Do you know when I got hot?
Yes, I do.
When Ryan came back. But also what?
Also when you picked against the Pirates to try and throw it off.
I was going to say, what reversed the curse? Your tip last week, take Seattle, Pirates' losing streak will end. I took that loss. I could be 8-8. But anyway, no. 7-9 I'm very happy with. We'll get to picks. Ryan, do you have a pick today or we'll find out?
We will find out.
Okay. All right. I have something about the Jets.
Yeah.
That's our comedy clip of the day.
Okay, that's the page that fell on the floor. That's why. Okay. We always like to do a comedy clip or a coolest clip. We're doing a comedy clip. The Jets are like any NFL team. They love their music, and their social media people kind of pulled a prank on them. And let me tell you, folks, this is nuts.
Ronnie's going to put the AirPod in, and then I'll click play.
Okay, so look, they're putting a cashew in their ear. So they're waiting to listen to music.
I don't hear anything.
This song goes nuts. I love that they're allowing someone to play something in their ear, by the way. I would never...
Without even looking at it.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't even look at it. He just recognizes the feel of a cashew.
He finally realizes...
No, he tries to adjust.
Oh, he tried to adjust it. Tap on it. Next track. Next track.
What is this?
What song? You can't?
Plus, how are you going to hear with all the wind, by the way, as well? A lot of wind at the Jets camp.
Hell?
So weird. Check the AirPod.
This is a good one. Throws it, took her eye out. Very funny though. Yeah. By the way, that's why you go with corded. I still like the plug-in. Grandpa still likes it. I like the plug-in.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, especially on a plane. Okay. And I learned the hard way. We've all done this on a plane. You have the AirPods and they fall. Like one
Yes.
falls out. And then you bother the whole first class section finding it. Anyway. It's the longest laugh Ann's ever had on the show.
I've lost several years.
All right, it's time for a roll call. Let's take a look and see who's in the chat room. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've gone to the dark mode.
Nice.
Muchie, I was messing around with the computer. So look at that. Wait, I know everyone at home's like, wait, so dark mode.
Wrong way. There you go.
Dark mode. First time on camera. All right, so let's see who's in there. B-Town Dummy. I said, hey, what Florida State, Georgia Tech? Who you got? It's a big game, right? Okay. And B-Town Dummy said, oh, for the 1990 National Championship? Tough call. He's being a smart ass. Tommy Green, Frank's at work. Christian, aren't you at work? No, Christian's not at work. Who else is in there? Paul, all week I've been hitting 3 of his 4 on a parlay. Can someone remind me to round robin instead? Look, Alex was already, right? He's got to do the round robin.
Do the round robin, yes. Especially if you're doing a 4-teamer. Then you can rope them up in 3s. So his 3 would have hit.
Listen to the professional Reno, Paul, right there. Caden Meza, have you seen Alien yet? I have not. What was What was Minidar talking about limited release? Was he talking about Alien? I don't have time. What did he say? Minidar, Strange Darling, 9 out of 10. What is Strange Darling?
Excellent movie.
According to Minidar, and we trust what Minidar says. All right, very cool. All right, there you go. Thank you for joining us in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, if you're new to the show and you're watching, you want to be in the chat room, subscribe. Just click the subscribe button, and in 5 minutes, you'll be able to comment. So do that. We appreciate it. Yeah, like and follow. And by the way, Alex's show, Sports by the Book, also with Jeff Parles. Follow them. They splintered off into their own page too. Sports by the Book. Follow them on X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok at Sports by the Book, and on Instagram, Sports by the Book LV.
Very good.
Got to do the LV. Okay. So I think it's, should we do That's Crazy or Punch Bowl? I don't know. What do you want to do first?
So excited. Probably That's Crazy.
If you're excited to do the Punch Bowl, we can
Let's do Punch Bowl. All right, it's Punch Bowl time, ladies and gentlemen. Here are all the picks, but whilst we're doing that,
I wanted to add
Ryan yesterday complained that we didn't have Punch.
Oh, no. Oh, is this the said surprise?
Oh my gosh.
Here, Ryan, this is 2 quarts of purified water.
Oh.
So I'm going to add that for the Punch Bowl. So, Alex, if you want to take one of the pieces of paper, it's not out of the Punch Bowl, but I brought Punch for everyone. That's purified water. And by the way, Alex, look what I did here. Oh, crap. Where is it? Stevia. So it's non-sugar. So here we go. Only a half cup because it's twice as sweet. That's a half cup. So what do you got in the Punch Bowl?
Okay, in the Punch Bowl, who will finish
Oh my
higher in
God.
our fantasy league? Alex or Ryan?
Oh, who will finish higher in the fantasy league? You or Ryan?
After my first draft yesterday, I'm thinking Ryan,
That was a
but
lot of sugar. Caden says Alex.
Oh,
I
Jimmy's
do
here.
have an advantage.
Jimmy
Hi,
McCall
Jimmy.
walked in. He's like, what the hell's going on in the sports book?
He
All right,
wanted some of the punch.
what's that?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Niners and the Raiders.
Yep.
Here's why it moved. Me, Vincenzo, and Chris are playing today for the Raiders.
Okay.
Jimmy Vaccaro says Jimmy Vaccaro, Vinny Maliulo, and Chris Andrews are playing for
That
the
is a
Raiders.
huge. What was the move?
So the Raiders opened as a 2.5 3-point favorite. The Niners are now a 9.5-point favorite in that same game. So the game has shifted 12 points in the opposite direction. And Jimmy's joke was that Jimmy, Chris, and Vinny are all suiting up for the Raiders today.
Some punch with stevia.
Thank you.
Ryan, would you like some punch?
I would love some punch.
Okay.
Frank.
You said you wanted punch yesterday, so there you go. It's stevia. It's no sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, who do you think you're going with? Who?
So I do have a little bit of an advantage because that'll be like my 5th draft.
Okay.
So that'll help me. But I'm gonna go with Ryan.
Okay. Ryan, feel very odd look for my. Here's the punch book. Yeah, dip it right in there, or use the little cup. Okay, Kane, you want some? There you go. Ryan.
And he can take a sheet while he's
You can take a sheet. Yeah, exactly. Very good, Alex.
walk it away.
Did you get what she said? Okay. All right, I'll do a second one.
Oh my god.
There you go. Was a lot what? Yeah. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. My Punch Bowl pundit, they're asking me, who wins the AL East, the Yanks or the Orioles?
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a good one. I have said all year that I liked Baltimore, but their youth is starting to scare me. But then you look at the Yankees, they have 2 players that are hitting. That's about it. Soto, how's good the punch? Oh, cheers, Caden.
How's good? How's good it?
It's good.
How's good? Is this KoolAid?
It is KoolAid. KoolAid fruit punch. Ryan wanted punch. He was disappointed that we weren't making punch. So there you go. I will go with Baltimore. I think the Baltimore Orioles,
Whoa.
even though some of the pitching, I don't know. I just feel like the youth will last a little longer or be a little stronger at the end of this. All I see is Soto and Judge breaking records left and right, but they need somebody else to help out there. Jazz Chisholm coming back could infuse some energy there again, but I'm going to go with Baltimore for sure. I'm going with Baltimore. What do you think, Baltimore or the Yankees?
I'm going to have to go Yankees. I think they already went through their slump and their rough patch, and now I think they're going to stay pretty consistent. And Zach Eflin worries me with Baltimore, but I do think he'll be back soon. I don't think it's like a serious injury, but still, he was a major part of that rotation.
That was a big trade, though. Yeah. Okay. So, Ryan, what about you?
This is good KoolAid.
It's good KoolAid.
It's good KoolAid.
It's made with stevia, so it's not sugary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I know
All right,
you were disappointed that we didn't have fruit punch.
So my topic, if you guys can read Frank's handwriting, Yankees are minus 330 favorites today against the Rockies. What's the heaviest favorite you've ever bet, or would you lay the Yankees minus their 330 or take the Rockies plus the 280?
Yeah, it's a layered question.
Well, when I went and looked at this game, this run line is not the standard 1.5. This run line is actually 2.5.
Exactly.
So the Yankees are a very heavy favorite. Obviously, the 330 on the money line is way too heavy of a price for me to be tempted to take. I've already taken the plus 1.5 or plus 105 price, giving up the 2.5 runs. So I think the Yankees are going to cover the run line today. I
was very tempted to take that as my underdog today, the Yankees, but
the Rockies.
Runs. What's that?
The Rockies plus the 280?
No. The Yankees.
Oh, minus the 2.5.
Minus the 2.5. Sorry. Yeah, I was tempted.
I don't think I've bet anything heavier minus 330.
Yeah.
Just because there's not really.
I bet Roger Clemens when he was with Toronto once minus 400 against a really bad, and I want to say it was Milwaukee, was still in the American League, and they were terrible, and he won. And that was a chase, by the way, on like Sunday night.
Actually, I may have jumped in live on a game one time.
Right.
Just to kind of, I was on
Test
a losing streak. You know, get that green in there once.
Right.
Minus like a 450 or something.
And
I got made on really hard.
There you go.
Alex, have you ever done a huge favorite? I know you don't. I mean, because she's too smart.
Yeah, I mean, I've put favorites together.
Right.
But I want to say like minus 250.
Yeah.
Right.
And tied them together.
So looking at the Yankees minus 330, you're never touching them.
No.
Even in a parlay, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe in a parlay. All right, do you want to do one more? We can do
That's
Sure.
one.
There's 3 left.
There's one under here. What do we
Take
got?
that one.
That minus 330 is something that you tie
Oh.
with a dog to
Yeah,
get
right.
the price good.
That's what
Yeah.
Kevin Belenkoff would probably tell you to do.
All right, I got over under Aaron Rodgers. Game started 11.5.
Oh.
I'm going to go over.
Really? You think he stays healthy?
I think he stays healthy.
He has to. I mean, without that,
He does
the
have to,
Jets
yeah.
win total, we talked about this with Jeff. Is it 10? It was like 10 or 10 and a half.
I think it was 9.5.
9.5. So he was saying 10 wins. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so you also see that for the Jets?
I do. I mean, I have them the highest power rated team in that division. I'm
Right.
down on the Bills, though, this year.
I think everyone is. That may be the year they surprise, but I think they've lost too many.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen definitely has the potential to be that quarterback that could carry a team. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets have all the pieces, and there you have a really good defense. But, yeah, it does depend on him staying healthy.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time. I mean, he was supposed to come back last December, remember?
Yes.
He was telling
He was walking out
everybody.
of boot. I'm going to play. No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not, Aaron Rodgers, right? Over at 11.5 games started?
I think it goes back to his days in Green Bay. You know how he'd always go into the press conferences, relax.
Yeah, right,
RELAX,
exactly.
Relax, because the teams get off to a slow start.
Yeah.
With him not wanting to participate in this training camp
Yeah.
after just tearing his Achilles, the Jets are, in my mind, going to get off to a slow start. Can he actually get through the little bit of wear and tear the first few weeks to be able to play the 11.5? I don't think so.
Okay, wow. All right, that was a good one. And then I wanted Ryan to get this one. Who would you take first in a fantasy draft? Maybe your top 3. I don't know. Everyone, Tyreek Hill, I see, I don't know if I could go wide receiver, even though it's a wide receiver league now. Who did you take in one of your leagues? You don't have to give away.
Well, I've only done one. You won't believe it. You'll love my first wide receiver pick. Ryan kind of giggled at me. And
George Pickens.
He was. I picked him third overall. I took two running backs and then went George Pickens.
You got him in the third round.
She got him in the third round.
Third round.
Third round, not third pick. Third round. All right. Who would be, if you had the number one pick in a draft, not tipping your hand on our fantasy league at all, but
you'll just have to find out next Wednesday.
You son of a. All right. Next Wednesday, folks, the second half of Punchlines, so at about 12:30-ish next Wednesday, will be all of us, as many people as we can get participating in the draft.
More punch.
More punch. We'll have more punch. Might be a little different. Woo, woo, woo.
I was nervous when you were pouring that clear
no.
water in. I was like, oh, weird.
This is a pure leaf tea. As you know, I'm obsessed. I cleaned it out. That's purified water from the filtered fridge. And I did everything. Oh, by the way, look at this. I brought this in today, palm olive, and I washed that. So that's clean. I washed it in the bathroom, but clean.
Yay, Frank!
I wanted punch for punchies. Okay. All right. I would take Bijan Robinson. Is that too high to go number one for him?
At one?
I know. McCaffrey, I guess, right? I think McCaffrey.
I think he is typically going one.
Ryan, I think this was the last one.
Wait, what did you think about Aaron Rodgers, over under?
I think over. I think he's going to rally and stay healthy. I'll go with you and say over. I kind of, I hate Aaron Rodgers personally, but I like watching him play. I mean, the guy's a stud. So it's good for football when the Jets are good finally. Patriots being horrible is so good to see as a Steeler fan. So, all right. Oh, last one. Ryan, this is you. Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
Well, so before Tyrod Taylor is the Jets' backup. So I think if
he's been to everyone's backup.
Well, yeah, but he's their current backup. So yeah. I do think if Rodgers takes a little bit of wear and tear, they won't force him to play because Tyrod Taylor has proved that he can be a starter in this
It's going to be close around 11 and a half.
Yeah, I do think that's a good.
I thought I set that number pretty well. Yeah. Okay. It's almost Labor Day. This is for you, Ryan. What's been your favorite moment on Punchlines this summer?
There have been a lot of good ones.
There's been a lot of good ones. Mine might have to do with this guy right here, Stefon Diggs.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to mention him again in the show, but
you breaking the monitor was good.
Yes.
Bob
Zaney roasting Jeff.
The next moment.
The next moment. Oh, look at, he sounds like a true artist. I think it's like when they ask the Rolling Stones now, what's your favorite album you've ever done? Actually, it's the current album. I think it's all best work. No, it's not. Okay. All right. That's it for the Punch Bowl. Punch Bowl working. All right. We'll bring it back next week, perhaps next Wednesday when Alex is here. All right. Let's go to That's Crazy. Let's do it. Let's get the cat out of the bag.
Cat out of the bag.
And cat out of the bag.
What?
That's crazy. There it is. All right.
That's crazy.
All right, it's time for That's Crazy.
That's crazy.
Meow. All right, Alex, what do you got for us?
So I don't know if you officially teased it yesterday, but I know it's on the thumbnail. WNBA. I'm going there. Angel Reese. Apparently, she's been trying to get this for a while, and finally,
this is great.
She is sponsored by Reese's. So
Angel's Reese's Pieces.
It's awesome.
It's fantastic. I haven't had a Reese's Pieces in a long time. Now I feel like I'm going to buy it back on the way home. Just seeing this.
Didn't you bring in some the other day, or like a couple, like a month or so ago?
No, I was like
because they were all kind of melted, and they were formed. Was that Reese's?
No,
I don't think that was me. I think that was
definitely.
You brought something. You brought a chocolate in, but
you brought some kind of chocolate. You brought in Hershey's.
Reese's
one time.
peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
For peanut butter cup day.
That's Reese's.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the
but
the
Pieces
M&M
is candy shell.
Yeah. I like those better too.
You like the Reese's Pieces?
I do. Yeah.
And again, I told you that everyone remembers them from E.T., of course, Ann. In the script, Universal goes to M&M's, says, you want to be in this movie? Have your product? No, we don't want to do it. So they had to go to Reese's Pieces. M&M's lost out on billions. But don't worry, Hershey's doing fine. But Angel Reese, that's a great promotion. And those jerseys are sharp.
Yeah, kind of the merchandise there. So Reese's, and then it's Angel with the letters kind of on the
and the same
Reese's
script.
size.
Yeah. Good one, Alex. I like it a lot.
You got to check X too, because there's a lot of good videos out there that.
Yeah, they did like a teaser
good
video.
promo videos that are hyping up all that merch.
And by the way, my shirt kind of matches.
Yeah, what's the significance of the Las Vegas Aviators today?
We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
You'll see. It'll be very, very surprised. All right, Ryan, go for it.
So That's crazy. I could take the selfish route and go with the Chicago Bears having a 68 point differential in this preseason.
What's that last word you said? Preseason.
Hey. Listen, I got a stat for this just before we get to mine. So there's 7 teams to outscore their opponents by 60 or more in the history of the preseason.
Okay.
The previous 6
Jesus.
all made it to the playoffs. 2 of which won the Super Bowl.
Come on.
The Bears are the first team to outscore their opponents by this much since 2013. So, yes.
Who are the
Bears,
teams that won the Super Bowl? Do you know? Why do I feel Baltimore?
I'm not sure what those actually were, but the Bears in this preseason beat the Texans, beat the Bills, beat the Bengals, beat the Chiefs. So 4 powerhouses in the AFC. The Bears had a plus 68 point differential in those games. So not to
How
get.
do you feel about those? Did you watch any of that game last night? I turned it on. It was 34-6. I forgot it was on. Do you watch any preseason football?
I've tried.
It's
like
hard.
here and there, but it's been busy getting ready for football.
I hear you, Sean. I will watch a little of the Russell Wilson coming out with the first stringers and there's the Sean Lean. I will. Are you going to watch that? I mean, I don't know if it's live or I have to watch a replay on NFL Network or I'll go to an illegal streaming site, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, so for my actual, that's crazy.
Oh!
I'm going to go to the opposite sideline to Carson Steele, the running back that scored in the second half for the Kansas City Chiefs. Guy wears number 42, undrafted free agent signing out of UCLA. But the kid, 8 years old, was gifted a pet alligator.
Weren't we all?
Have your teammates latched on to one yet?
There's been a few. The favorite one I would say is crocodile because my pet alligator. I would say that's probably the big one.
That's his nickname?
Coming into it. So.
Yeah, you beat me to that, can you?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I spoiled the news. Yeah. I got him.
Is that
second,
legal?
3rd grade probably. It's a Christmas present, and yeah, so I've had him a little while now. And he's probably
Merry
around
Christmas.
4 or 5
Here's a
feet.
gator. Or is it a crocodile?
Alligator, yeah, but I named him Crocky J when I was younger because I thought it sounded a little better. So, but yeah, he's I would say probably 90 to 100 pounds. Yeah, he's in a big
Alligator named Crocky J.
That is odd. That's very odd. And by the way, so they gave it to him when he was 8?
Yeah.
That is crazy, Ann. Meow! Don't let the cat around the alligator.
Where was mine?
Oh, yeah, she didn't get one for that. Reese's Pieces?
What? That's
All right.
crazy.
Do we know who's saying that's
First
crazy?
of all, somebody gave me that. That's crazy, too. And I always get chipped.
Oh, wow.
For the record, punchies.
It wasn't me. I'm going to pull Shaggy. By the way, the fruit punch is very good. And Keith Law says, do you know whose favorite drink was fruit punch? Stan Musial.
Oh, my God.
All right, that's it. That was 5 shows of Stan Musial.
No, I think it started Tuesday with Matt and Everett here.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Well, that means we have to do it Monday. All right, it'll be a Monday Musial. Musial Monday. All right, I have the best That's Crazy of all time.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, all right, so Joey Votto. We've had fun with Joey Votto all summer. That's one of my favorite. He was in the car wash. He was not mad at people who don't put the carts back, so he puts the cart back. So he retired, but he actually got he was bestowed upon him a special shirt.
Well, so this was when he was still with the Reds.
When he was still the Reds, yeah.
Yes.
So he wore it to the press conference announcing his retirement, I believe, right? Oh. Usually Ryan corrects me on that. So mine sucks too. All right, here we go.
No,
yours was good.
Yours is still valid.
Mine is still valid.
It's from a couple years ago.
Oh, it
so
is?
It was him just showing appreciation to the clubhouse workers, employees for the Reds.
I started really late last
But
night.
it just shows you how good of a guy that Joey Votto was.
Yeah, it is. Let's show it. So here's Joey Votto.
Is there any significance to the clubhouse shirt that you're wearing right now?
PNC, they played in Pittsburgh, so I thought that's why that was from yesterday.
If you if you're
But why
on
would he
the
be in Pittsburgh?
Reds, Major League roster for 10 years, and the clubhouse
The
staff
Reds were.
likes you, then they bestow upon you a shirt. Bronson Arroyo has one, and I have, I think, the second. I think I've got one of two or two of two. So, yeah.
How often do you wear this? Is it something you do?
Every Sunday home game. And if the cleats are out there, I help clean the cleats because this is, you wear the shirt, you have to do a little bit of work. So, yeah.
Play it. Don't play the sound effect. I don't deserve it.
Earning the shirt.
But anyway, he wore that shirt because he helps clean up on Sundays. I mean, come on.
Cleaned the guy's cleats.
The cleats. Doesn't Caleb Williams, wasn't that a thing he did? He cleaned up after lunch or something?
He paints his nails. No, he had the guys kind of clean up, make sure that they pick up after themselves. In the locker room.
For a rookie, that's pretty ballsy to do. So,
yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, you can put the cat back.
1 of 3.
One of 3. No, they were all good.
That's crazy.
All right. Oh, no, the Gator got him.
We have to hire somebody to help me step up my game.
No, that was good. Reese's Pieces, I like that one a lot.
Pull some cool videos together.
Now, if you look, Carson Steele wears 42. But if you flip it around,
it's 24.
24. Today is show 224. And Ryan's favorite number is 24. So I wore this, and we were so close. It's August 23rd.
I know.
Oh, God, it would have been so good.
It was the whole week, too.
I don't know if it'll ever happen if we just get one. Anyway, we won't be doing a show on the 24th. It's tomorrow. September 24th is a Tuesday. I don't know. I looked that up. Anyway, the national days for today are it's National Cuban Sandwich Day. You Cuban sandwich fan? Yeah, it's pretty good. National Ride the Wind, which our opening clip, they rode the wind. Cheap Flight Day. I don't know if we're supposed to buy a cheap flight ticket. And National Sponge Cake Day. I see you, Big Sugar. I combated you today by using stevia. Ooh, stevia. Okay, so, and then as far as celebrity birthdays, we used Rick Springfield. Is that right? Singer Rick Springfield of Jesse's Girl fame is 75. And is it Stefon Diggs' birthday by chance? No. That's November 29th. But did we use Stefon Diggs? We did. There you go. So there's Rick Springfield taking a cheap, horrifying flight. And then that's Stefon Diggs, still with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
And he's taking a bite of a Cuban sandwich.
There's a lot
I don't see any.
Then.
Right,
He wasn't really catching balls.
Where's the sponge? There's no sponge cake. No, you know what it is? That's the flotation device on the plane.
Oh.
So that way they're both gone with the wind.
That's what?
That way they're both going with the wind.
There you go. Oh, there you go. All right, so there you go. By the way, I don't know why Stefon Diggs was involved, and Stefon Diggs, and here's his card. He's with the Vikings, or he's with the Bills in this football card, and we never talked about him being on the Texans on this show.
Sure, we did.
Till I couldn't remember.
Now you have to draft him.
I have to draft him. All right, I don't know what the 100 shows ago clip is. Could we just roll it? I had these guys pick something up about 100 shows ago. So here we go from 100 shows ago. Here's our clip, ladies and gentlemen, coming any second now.
Oh my God! It doesn't. There we go.
Okay, here we go. We got to talk about the late break. It's not that late breaking, but Stefon Diggs got traded from the Bills to an AFC rival, the Texans. That's what we woke up to. That was the news. I mean, obviously, there's probably a lot more important issues, but that's what we deal with here. Weird trade, right? To trade him within the AFC. But what did they get back? How was Minnesota involved? Because I saw Minnesota, where Stefon Diggs originally played.
Yeah.
So that's just an irony that it was them, right?
Houston had Minnesota's second-round pick for next year. And that's the pick that they gave up to Buffalo in order to get Diggs.
Right.
But Houston also gets Diggs.
Yeah.
A fifth-rounder next year.
Yes.
And I think a sixth-rounder next year.
A fifth and a sixth, yeah.
So they're getting one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Plus 2 picks.
Yeah.
For one pick, not even in this draft, the next one.
Is he still one of the best wide receivers in the league?
Yeah,
though?
I don't know.
I would say maybe out of the top 10.
Is he
now.
still tier
Unless
one?
it was just a bad year, and we could tell from the body language.
Yeah.
We saw some stuff with
What I mean,
his family speaking up about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But being a top 15 receiver is still a top receiver. In
Listen, you got to work hard. I was
A
there
one on
for a while.
Every team.
Right.
And then, I was up to number 12 for a while there.
But I mean,
So you
that
gotta keep
offense,
working
Back in the
at it.
Nerf days, yeah.
that offense now has Joe Mixon, Dalton Schultz,
Yeah.
Tank Dell,
Yes.
Nico Collins,
and
Stefon Diggs.
I don't get it.
With CJ Stroud at quarterback.
So we had talked about Stefon Diggs being on the Texans.
Breaking news, apparently.
It was breaking.
Had a
That's
whole
why I forgot, because it
conversation.
wasn't scripted. So if I don't read it, I don't remember it. But if I read it, then I remember it forever. So Stefon Diggs was traded to the Texans, where he plays. All right, very good.
That's awesome. I'm glad you found that to just complete the whole
Let me
bit.
tell you something. The guests on that day were Spencer and Colucci, I think. We had 2 guests on that show. And I'm like, okay, let me just watch the beginning. And I never do that. I always go right to see who the guest is. And I scran and I see me saying, Stefon Diggs was traded. I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, have to use it. So anyway, I was playing stupid on the intro, but very good. All right. It's almost half past the hour. We'll have picks after this. But first, it's a Friday filter. And Ryan, which one did you find for us that we did?
So last week, you guys tried to do with Matt
being the operative word.
building a fantasy football team.
Yes, I didn't know how to do it.
This week, we'd try and do it again.
Okay. And there's only 6. All right, here's that.
Friday. We're going to try this again. 1 player per spin. Oh. Do I want to take a shot at Caleb Williams? No, I'm going with Mike Evans, not Mike Adams. It's my other guy. He's injured. Oh, dang. We're going Jets defense. That's actually really good. Stroud. How many do I have? Am I supposed to have 3? Oh, there we go. 3. Breece Hall, let's go. I like both of those two too. Oh well, sorry, Kelsey. He went pretty far in my draft yesterday too. Okay, we are done. Rate it. How do you think I did? See how Ryan did too.
All right, Filter Friday. Let's build a fantasy roster. Kyler Murray's really tempting here. We'll go with it. We'll try it.
Herbert.
Oh, best kicker in the game.
Got the best kicker. Tucker, opera singer.
Couldn't go with Derek Carr. And I got Patty Mahomes.
Oh, come on. You got Mahomes? All right, here's
I got
me. Here we
Mahomes,
go.
Pacheco, and the
See if I can do
Chiefs
this one
defense.
right. Okay, tap the one I don't want. I'll take Dak. All right. Okay, so
Bears D.
Bear down.
Oh, well, I'll do that for Ryan.
I like the D. It's a good one.
Oh, really?
Singletary, Hopkins. Devin Singletary, sure.
I know, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, DeAndre.
I panicked.
Old. Oh, Nick Folk. God, he's old too. Okay, I'll take that one.
I want to make sure I didn't get rid of Bellinger.
Right. Okay. I don't want Debo.
Carlson.
Who did I get?
That was Curtis
Oh,
Samuel.
Yeah. Okay, good. I like it. What do I
It's
do?
Curtis
Check mark?
Samuel, not. Oh.
When I'm done?
Well, anyway, look who I got. Nakua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Nakua. I like
Not
my
bad.
team. I got Daniel Bellinger. I got someone who's been on our show and graduated school with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I got it, that's when I was panicking. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hit it and lose it. So I got his buddy, and he was on the show. That was my first time. Did you do? Was yours your first?
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, I mean, I did it last week, but it's the first today.
You can tell mine was first because I'm like, how do I do this again? All right. Anyway, that's always fun. Friday filters.
I had 3 Chiefs. I had Mahomes,
I saw the
Pacheco,
D.
and the defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I
That's
get
good.
the Chiefs offense and then the Chiefs defense. That'd be
Why
pretty
didn't they make the kicker in part of the D like when you do?
Well, because it's a separate position in fantasy football.
It's been so long since I played. That's right. It is. All right. I'm going to go for that kid from Dallas, Aubrey.
Brandon
I'm tipping
Aubrey?
my hand. First round.
Do it.
First round. So I'm trying to get in everyone's head, Ann, so they don't know what's going on. All right.
You know what's going on. You're going straight Steelers.
No, see, that's why I've never won a league, is because I take too many Steelers and I don't take Browns, Bengals, or Ravens. I had Ray Rice one year, and then I also had Carson Palmer one year, and he had a down year. So I can't do it because twice a year I got to root against the Steelers. I can't do it. So I know everyone's going to know now watching the draft, like, oh, well, Frank's going to be stupid. And
Take a kicker first.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Post with Punchlines. And it's on the horn.
Wait. But before,
What?
do we want to do 2 trends and a lie first?
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that we were doing that. Yeah, let's do it. It's perfect time. Sorry. Okay, so how's this work again?
So Alex came up with 2 trends that are 2 true trends, and one she made up one trend. So obviously the lie. It is
All right,
up
let
to
me take a
Frank
look at these.
to figure out which trends are true and which trend is a lie.
All right,
this
this is
one
fun.
is looking at football trends.
Wait, is that what's his name from?
That's Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless. I couldn't think of his name. He's always arguing with Shannon Sharp.
So these are from last year.
Okay, 2 trends and a lie. The Detroit Lions were 14-6 against the spread last year. Cleveland Browns were 12-6 to the over. Oh, and Kansas City Chiefs were 14-7 to the. Oh no. I feel like the Chiefs went under so much. Browns had a couple of those big games. I'd say the Lions is true because they scored a lot. You did overs. You did overs for me. It's very nice of you. No,
So which team was more profitable for you betting over out of these 2?
I stayed away from Kansas City because I'm going to say Kansas City is the lie.
Do we have a way to show it? You are correct.
Oh!
Kansas City is the lie.
Yeah, okay, good. But it's also because we were doing the show a lot and we were constantly teasing me about taking overs. And anytime Kansas City was in prime time, which they were, I remembered that actually had a prime time under record a lot. So, okay.
And it was their second half.
Yeah.
Crazy unders last year.
Yes, exactly. And Detroit, Detroit is a team, I bet.
Yep.
Of course, my big Detroit bet all year, my biggest bet of the year last year, I think, was Detroit in Baltimore. like the third or fourth week, and Baltimore crushed them.
Well, you had the futures on the Lions as well.
I had a future on the Lions and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Dolphins was like, just because they're fun to watch. I thought the Lions were actually a really good bet, but we'll discuss that not this week, but next 2 weeks. The week of Labor Day is going to be prediction week. We're going to do a lot of predictions on the show, and Alex will be on Mondays and Wednesdays. Cool. That's exciting. All right, cool.
Sweet.
That was a good one. Yeah. Skip Bayless?
The thought process on that one was going with someone that lies or doesn't have very good takes.
He's very polarizing. You either love him or hate him.
Yeah.
I don't care for him.
Yeah.
But I used to hate Stephen A. Smith, but I kind of like Stephen A. Smith now. A little bit. I used to hate him, but now I like him.
There are some times that I will listen to him and other times I don't.
Well, he goes on rants a lot. Yeah. He goes on rants.
I was starting to really like him again, but this summer I kind of
he went
a lot of the basketball and jumping in the girls' drama. So
yes, exactly. No, he's gone a little over the top, but I hated him. Frank Murgy actually is the one who said, "No, watch Stephen A. Smith. He's not as bad as you think." And I got into him. All right, 2 of 2. Did Alex? No, you can't do that. My alarm's going off. Yeah, thanks, Keith. I vote KC. JR was also on KC was fake. JR at the ballpark. JR's right.
I was trying to get you, though, because Cleveland Browns, you think unders because they do have such good defense.
But you know what? And I agree with you on that, but it was because Kansas City, I think I knew a little too much about KC on that they did do unders a lot. So I was tempted to go. I knew Lions was over. I knew that one was over for sure. All right, a lot of fun. 12:36 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Time for picks at 12:36. What do you got for us, Alex?
So just short and sweet here. I am going with the Rangers team total under 3.5. Tanner Beebe on the other side, very good pitcher. And the Rangers just really haven't been able to hit as of late. They've been struggling at the bat. I like this full game under, but I decided to just narrow in on the one team, right? And then same thing for my second game. Dodgers over 4.5. You have to lay a little bit. It's -130. Again, though, the Rays and Dodgers full game, it dropped down to 8.5. I like this full game over too.
Okay.
But I really like the Dodgers over. These are two really weak pitchers in Tyler Alexander and Bobby Miller.
Bobby Miller, yeah.
Yeah, the numbers are not good for them, while their offensive numbers are really good. Dodgers 137 WRC plus. So 1 under, 1 over for those team totals. And then I do like the Astros today. It's a very, very cheap price, -115 against the Orioles. I think they have a pitching advantage with Hunter Brown on the mound. So Astros, if you want to do a little bit on the run line as well.
It's so sad. I was reading an article because I don't know how it came up about the Seattle Mariners and how they were 10 games up and how they've just collapsed. Oh, it was because of they fired Scott Service and made so the Seattle, just to be that far up early. You knew Houston was going to make a run, but oh my God, I hate seeing the Astros. Hate seeing them up there. All right, Ryan, do you have anything today for picks?
So not an official play for me today,
Okay.
But I will give you a look at something from a guest of ours on a previous show. Jordan, a.k.a. Brookskate on Twitter, tweeted out one of our kind of favorite trends of teams playing on a specific date or in a specific game of the year, that kind of thing. So this one, the Angels playing on August 23rd since 2014 have not won a single game on August 23rd.
Oh my God.
In 2018 and 2021,
well, you took Houston.
they didn't play.
Right?
They play Toronto today.
Oh, I thought you said, what team did you say?
The Los Angeles Angels.
Oh, I'm sorry, Angels. I thought you said Orioles. Sorry.
They also have only covered the run line in 3 of the 8 losses.
Okay.
Or I guess 3 of the, that's math, 9. So 6. They've covered the spread, or lost by the run line in 6 of the 9. So again, the -205 money line favorite for the Blue Jays today. If you think that this trend could continue.
Yeah, and I looked at the Mariners. Obviously, they're a favorite. You know, that first game when you get a new manager, usually first week they usually play a lot harder and institute a lot of stuff. I don't know. I want to try to get to 500. I'm trying to get to 8 and 9, and I'm gonna go with Arizona. So I take the Diamondbacks. What are they right now? So they're okay. Red Sox are -113. The Diamondbacks, as we know, the Padres and the Diamondbacks have been on fire since the All-Star break. And Arizona's a team I think I've bet against several times this year. I don't know. I'm taking Arizona, though, as my dog, because it's Dogist, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God Dogist is almost over, so I can go back to my overs and my favorites. I think there's only 4 more. Well, I guess next week we'll have 5 days.
Yep.
All right. So if I could get to 8 and 9 by taking Arizona, Looks like Keith Lyle also agrees plus 110 against the Sox. And there's the dogs. There they go. There we are. And, there you go.
Plus 113 here at the
Plus 113. I don't care others think the talent of Keith Lyle's part. What? I don't care what others think besides the talent on this show and Keith Lyle and Parles. I don't care what others think.
And Neverett.
Who said that? We don't know who Blade Nicotero is. Is it Matt Neverett? Is that what you're saying?
No. He also commented again, and Neverett.
And Neverett. Okay. I don't care what others think. Oh.
So he only listens to us, Jeff, Neverett,
okay,
and Keith.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you. That's good.
We appreciate you being here, Blade.
It's a compliment. Okay. All right. That's it for picks at 12:36. Why don't we get to post with punchlines? Sound the horn in! Woohoo! Post time, ladies and gentlemen. We bet some horses last Friday. It didn't work out.
No,
It didn't.
one of the two did, but we tied them together, of course, because we're greedy.
Because we're greedy. And it was a Friday, and you're like, it's the weekend. Let's get some beer money going.
Yeah.
All right, post with punchlines is where we look around the internet, find a bunch of fun stuff, put it up there, show you, make jokes about it. So what do we have first, Ryan?
Well, so to get us started, we will go to the aforementioned Detroit Lions. So flying back from wherever he was coming from, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, this is cute.
Surprised a fan wearing his jersey.
Saw a little kid wearing his jersey. So I think his wife ran ahead to stop him. Whose jersey you're wearing? Aw. Michigan guy playing in Detroit takes a picture with the little kid wearing the 97. Heart of a lion. Heart of a lion. It is very cute, right?
Cute.
You know, because you see a lot of those on social media where, like, there's one with Jason Varitek, who played for the Red Sox. He's at, like, Universal or Magic Mountain.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
And there's a guy, like, ordering pizza, and Jason Varitek comes up and sees the guy wearing the Varitek. He's like, hey, how's the pizza here? And the guy's like, it's Disneyland. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty good. He's like, yeah. Oh, you like the Red Sox? Yeah. What do you think of Jason Varitek? Yeah, he's like one of my favorite players. Uh-huh. I'm Jason Varitek. Oh, my God. So Google that one after the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's very good. I like those. I'm always a sucker for those when they see their own jersey, and it's a lot of fun.
So this next one, did you?
No, I was just gonna say his reaction was priceless too. It was very sincere.
Little kid meeting his hero. That's awesome. That kid was on a business trip for IBM. He's got a lot of work. He's like, you're slowing me down. I gotta go.
So this next one, we are going to stay in the NFC North. We're going to go to the Vikings. The Vikings social media team asked the players.
Oh yeah.
Their bowling alley that they went to growing
Very
up.
random question, but I got to give it to social media. It makes for interesting. It humanizes the player. I actually like all this weird stuff. So here we go.
Incline station. What's the name of your childhood bowling alley? Oh, Granada Bowl. What's the name of your childhood bowling alley? Strike and Spare. What's the name of your childhood bowling alley? Ooh, Lightning Strikes. Pacing Lanes. What's the name of your childhood bowling alley? What is the name of your childhood bowling alley? What's the name of your childhood bowling alley? Textile Lanes. 2 hot dogs, chili slaw, a little bit of onion rings on the side, maybe some fries. That's kind of why I have a little small tire on my chest. But Textile Lanes, bowling alley, amazing stuff. Belmont, North Carolina.
Notre Dame.
Go get you some.
Yeah, that's right.
I got a tire on my chest.
Yeah, and Harrison Smith, the coolest guy ever, like leaning, sunglasses. All right, Ryan, what is your childhood bowling lane?
Red Rock Lanes.
Red Rock Lanes?
That's funny. Mine is Sunset Station because I lived on that side.
Okay. All right, and mine would be McKnight Lanes on McKnight Road in Pittsburgh. And they actually filmed some of Kingpin there, the movie, which is about bowling. They used that as an exterior, and it was where you went to bowl, and then it closed down and it became a Bed Bath & Beyond. Very sad, yeah. And Bed Bath & Beyond is no more. So maybe the lanes go back. And childhood lane? Carriage lanes. All right, by the way, if you want to bowl, come down to the South Point. Got 2 huge lanes upstairs.
You don't care about Cade.
I was going to get to Cade. Pins. Oh, on Hollywood? The one right there at Hollywood and Highland? Oh, Jerry's Deli on Ventura. Yeah, okay, sorry. That's Lucky Strike down there on Hollywood and Highland. Pins I've been to many times. They filmed a Modern Family episode there. A lot of movies filmed there. If you ever see a scene, it's usually at Pins. Jerry's Deli closed, but Penn stayed. It was always fun.
He was in that Modern Family episode.
Were you? No, you weren't. Why are you eating whilst talking to me? All right, there you go. Sean, Pins, where you got?
Samstown.
Samstown.
Oh, love Samstown. I love it there. I love the little animatronic show.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? You've never been?
No.
Alex, Saturday night, we're all going. It's got like an eagle and a bear, and they have lasers that shoot off. It's like 3 times a night. There's a waterfall, right? It's free.
What? They've always had this?
It's been there for like 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
I remember we shot Street Smarts there in 2000, and we'd have to stop at the top of the hour twice because this thing would go on, and we were shooting up on the balcony, and we'd watch it, and the lasers go over everything. You know, like that grassy area they have, or that like woodsy area? It's right there. You don't know. Alex is like, I don't know. And it's like, yeah, it's fun.
All right.
We'll take you. Okay. It'll be fun.
Well, something else that you may do on Saturday nights is watch a feel-good movie.
Oh, what a segue. God, he's good.
And so going to another NFC team, this time the Seattle Seahawks social media team decided to ask their players.
Guilty pleasure movie.
Guilty pleasure
What's
movie.
your guilty pleasure movie?
Ooh, just watch 10, what's that, 10 Things? 10 Things I Hate About You was pretty good.
Filmed in Tacoma?
Yeah, that's why I watched it. It was really good. Or 16 Candles. I like 16 Candles a lot. My mom's favorite movie. She made me watch it.
Oh, I'm going to butcher the name of it, but it's like 10 Reasons Why I Hate You. Or
10 Things I Hate About
10
You.
Things I Hate About You. That's a really good one.
Oh, gosh. Something Vince Vaughn. Probably Old School. Luke Wilson. Will Ferrell. My boy, Blue.
Goonies. That's old school.
What's the one for getting Sarah Marshall? Top 5.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Original?
Yes, the original.
Maybe Friday at the Knicks.
All right, Alex, you have a guilty pleasure movie.
Honestly, I'm with them. I'd go 10 Things I Hate About You.
Everyone seems to be a bit. Ryan?
Jurassic Park 3.
Does that count?
No.
Guilty. Like you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I watched this.
Yeah. That's one I'd have to think on.
And American President. 75 times. The 75 times I am going to say my guilty pleasure, The Devil Wears Prada.
Really?
It's a great movie.
Oh my God,
it is a great. Meryl Streep is so good in it. Anne Hathaway's great. Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci. Every time it's on, I'm like, oh, I got to see the end when she nods and you don't know if she saw her or not. Oh my God, I ruined the movie. Okay, have you ever seen it?
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched the whole thing, to be honest.
Jerry have one? Jerry, if you're watching, let us know. By the way, JR said Bolero. What a great name for a bowling place in Dayton, Ohio. And Reno, Paul mentioned Kingpin was also filmed in Reno. That's where they had the big championship scene with Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson. Very funny. All right, what's next, Ryan?
Every time we talk about bowling, we should at least show the clip of our favorite guy, right?
Who's that? Oh, I'm him.
Yes.
Whatever you think you are, I am.
Whatever you think you are, I am. That is... Do you know I watch that random? Anytime it comes across, I watch it. But there'll be days where I'm like, oh, what is that crazy guy again? And I'll just put it on randomly.
It's fantastic.
And I think there's merchandise. That would be a good shirt to have right there. Yes, Ann.
I just see that Keith says Golf Mill Lanes. And I also, as a child, bowled at Golf Mill Lanes in when I was in Chicago.
Oh.
Right. Yep,
Golf Mill Lanes.
All right.
Yay. Is that Sean? Mini Dar's guilty pleasure, Clueless. Paul's Gone in 60 Seconds. He's probably talking about the Nicolas Cage. But when I was a kid,
Does that
the
count
original.
as a guilty pleasure?
What's that?
Does that count as a guilty pleasure movie?
Yeah, because that's not really a great movie.
Oh, that's the one that I know of.
Yeah, there was one I saw in the drive-in in the 70s that was real low budge, and it was car chases. And for years, I would say, what's your favorite? People would say, what's your favorite? And I'd say, Gone in 60 Seconds. And then they came out with this one. I'm like, it is not good.
Low budge, huh?
And then, oh yeah, that's Angelina Jolie's a blonde in that, right? Yeah, that was one of her early pictures too.
And then
early pictures. How old am I?
We also had Pulp Fiction.
No, I'm not touching it. Pulp Fiction, just kidding. Glengarry Glen Ross is not a guilty pleasure. No. Caden Meza, no. I was like, whoever said that, no, and it's Caden. Cowboys and Aliens is terrible. No, it's good. Oh, Caden! The title of it is genius. Cowboys and, of course, Indians was on. Cowboys and Aliens. Oh, Cowboys find aliens? No. Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig, and it sucks. I knew I was going to hit that. I knew I'd never. Are you kidding with this arm? Didn't you see me throw 3 footballs through a net?
You don't have any more punch over there,
I do not.
right?
There's some punch, and I think it is a little strong. Okay, moving on.
Well, so this one, not necessarily sports content, but something that you may want if you were a groomsman or.
Oh yeah. This is amazing.
So this guy decided to gift all of his groomsmen futures bets for their favorite teams to win the Super Bowl. So the tweet says, "They invested in my future, so I'm investing in theirs." So yeah, all different teams to get kind of Super Bowl futures, and whichever one lucks out.
But the point is, I need to know how much the future bets were.
Sure.
Like if it's $100, it should be around 100, right? 50 bucks, $100. They're your grooms. But I mean, if it's like, hey, here's a $10 bet.
10 groomsmen, so $100. Yeah, probably.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really. And then you have a picture of Adam Sandler and Kevin James from the movie. What is that one where they got married?
Now I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
What was it again?
Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry. Yeah, Chuck and Larry get married, or was it just called Chuck and Larry?
It's I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, which I believe whoever got writing credit got sued, and then they stole the idea, but I think it was settled out of court.
Did you like the title on that one?
Do you take this team? That was very good. I'm sorry, I didn't see it at first because I was a little upset about Caden and Cowboys and Aliens. And by the way, the Vikings one about the bowling. Did you see the one on that? Minnesota Vike Pins. That was mine. Okay, all right, here we go.
I really want to see what all their favorite teams are and who they bet on, because I want to see
who has the best
odds
chance.
we've got. Yeah,
I looked in the comments and it didn't have it. I don't think it had it a lot, so we'll have to.
But it's such a good gift idea because most of the time you don't really want to bet on your team, right? You don't want to jinx it or anything. But if somebody hands you a nice $100 ticket on them,
there you go.
And if they're way out of the race like the Carolina Panthers,
right?
You're definitely not going to bet on your own team.
Exactly.
But then you have it in case.
Good bet. Good
Wait
bet.
a second. Whose title was Minnesota's?
Minnesota Vike Pins.
You don't think you could have gone Viking Pins?
Minnesota
Yeah.
Viking Pins. Wow, we just went back in time to roast me. Minnesota Vike Pins. Minnesota Viking Pins. Oh.
I think we'd do without the Minnesota, though. It would just be Viking.
There's moving parts up here. I was watching Pearl, the movie on Netflix, which I recommend. Jerry Trevino, the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie, Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper, perfection. Slow clap for Ann. Yeah, Keith, already did it. Glenn Ross is not a guilty pleasure. Minnie Dar just says Frank was schooled. I brought punch for everybody. Jesus. All right. What else do we have? Right?
So now we're going to go to college football. So front office sports.
No. Wait, what?
Front office sports decided.
What did you say? What got the laugh? What did I miss? Moving on.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. Alex and I turned to look at the punch bowl. There was a big laugh. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So going to college football, Front Office Sports decided to put out a graphic comparing the the miles traveled for college football teams this season, and letting us know the 10 teams that are traveling the furthest. So 10 plus power conference teams will travel more than 5,000 miles, every one of them being from the Big Ten and the ACC. UCLA has to travel the most in college football this year,
because they're in the Big Ten now, right?
Over 11,000 miles. Cal is the only other team that has to travel over 10. And then Stanford and USC are the other teams from California that have to travel that far. And then you add Washington and Oregon from the Northwest. And then you get Florida State and Miami from Florida. And then SMU, which is somehow in the ACC. And then Georgia Tech. So all these
I think
schools
this
traveling over 5,500 miles.
Yeah, because what conference are they in now?
They're in the ACC.
Oh, so they got to go to the coast a lot. Texas,
yeah,
is a
well,
big
so going
state.
from the bottom of Texas, having to go to all the teams on the east, plus Stanford and Cal. So you're
and can we see that one more time, man, please? I think a better title, but in frequent flyer mile Kings High Club.
we should have tried to guess this though.
Yeah. So who was the top one again? UCLA.
UCLA. Yep. UCLA and Cal both have to travel over 10,000 miles.
So 100 miles. That's the song I karaoke the other night. Were you there? Okay. By the way, slow clap for Ann. Frank was schooled. Yeah. Blade Nicotero. I'm trying to decipher who this person is. They said their guilty pleasure is Can't Buy Me Love, which is a great movie. Patrick Dempsey cuts lawns all summer, and he wants to date a popular girl, so he takes all his money and he gives it to Amanda Peterson to be his girlfriend. But then they kind of
I have seen that.
It's a cute movie. Amanda Peterson, do you remember when there was the Boardwalk Hotel here? It was like a Howard Johnson's. I gambled next to her playing blackjack. And she was at like a $3 table, and she was sweating every loss. And after the show, if you want to check out her bio, go ahead and see why that makes it even sadder. Okay, moving on.
Going to...
The song is Balls. That song is Balls. Is that good or bad, Caden?
Balls is bad.
Jerry does not like the Proclaimers. Oh, wait, guilty pleasure movie. Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Christ.
I was
oh,
going
are you
to
say that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, well, I was going to say it before Keith had commented it, when you had originally asked me, and I was like, eh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a classic. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, it's some of my finest work. Now, see, wait, no, what's that?
Passion of the Crust.
Yeah, instead of Passion of the Christ, the Passion of the Crust. He's Ginger Dead Man. It's Ginger. Wait a second. Hold on. Minnie Dar says Mia Goth should have been nominated Best Actress for Pearl. This is what I'm saying. Minnie Dar, I agree with you. She was tremendous in that movie, and I had never heard of her until I watched it. She's that good. Willa Fitzgerald should be for Strange Darling, except those genres get ignored for awards. That's why I got no nomination for Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust.
Would have been deserved.
Huh?
I said it would have been deserved.
Yes.
Deserved.
Are you changing titles again back there, Ann?
Yeah.
Kingpins. By Kingpins. Damn it. I missed that one. That's up there with Lone Ranger and Devontae's and Fieri. All right. What do we got left?
Okay, so now we are going to the WNBA. We talked about Angel Reese a little bit earlier in the episode.
Which was a great That's Crazy.
Yes.
Alex, it was. It was good.
Crazy.
We were supposed to, yeah, it was great. I'm serious. I loved it.
Now we go to the rival, Caitlin Clark. Did something in the team store. But yeah, Caitlin Clark doing a feel-good moment with a fan in the Fever team store.
Yeah, this is cute. We love Caitlin Clark, Freddie Fever. We know she loves the mascot in the mini version.
Yeah, the small one.
Yeah, exactly. And so they had an academy that's for autistic students come and hang out with the team all day. And they got matching shirts. So she says, we're twins. So really cute. Again, Indiana Fever, genius. WNBA and all the social media they're doing, especially when they had that long break. And I mean, we have Caitlin Clark doing something cool every day, just building the game, building. And we have to go to an Aces game before the season's over. I haven't been to a game.
Uh-oh. They're running out of home games.
Yeah.
They just played 3 here. Now they're on the road
Wait for the
a
playoffs.
while.
Playoffs?
Yeah, playoffs.
Playoffs? Jim Moore. All right, what else do you have? Oh, a little Pittsburgh one here. Huh?
Yeah, so we go from one possibly future Hall of Famer to a not so Hall of Famer, but Pirates Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Barry Bonds will be going into the Pirates Hall of Fame in their game tomorrow.
Pirates Hall of Fame.
So Caden's title on this one was Deck the Halls with Bonds of Barry.
What'd you call it? Deck the Halls with Bonds of Barry. Fa la 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 la. Okay, before the show, Caden was singing fa la 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 la, and I'm like, what is it, Christmas? And he goes, just wait, it'll be worth it. There you go. Can we go back to that real quick? I just want to see how thin. It looks like he's got a Zen pouch in his mouth in the right photo. Look how thin he was. Look how tiny he was. His head was a normal size. By the way, so the Barry Bonds ceremony. What's that?
Barry Bonds likes the Zins too?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know anybody who does them, but I know the kids do them.
You know who does?
No.
Stan Musial.
Oh! Too soon. Barry Bonds does belong in the real Hall of Fame. He is not a member. Yes, he should be. He's going into this Pirates Hall of Fame. And if I'm not mistaken, when the wonderful Denny Nagel was here, he is flying to Pittsburgh for that ceremony, mostly for Jim Leland, but also Barry. Barry actually and Denny get along well. And I have to remind him that's this weekend to shoot some video for us.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll have Denny Nagel on location, hopefully, doing yes, and says yes. And he's going to move here for you, too, because you said to get him. It's like, can you move here? We'll try. All right, what else do we have?
And another tie to the 24.
Oh, my God. Alex, this makes up for your Angel Reese thing. But anyway,
That's crazy.
It is. He wore 24 for Alex, who, by the way, I told her I'm bringing in solo cups, and she matches the punch in the solo. Yes. It's just coordinated. This is how this woman does it. All right, what do we have left?
So this one is going to be a stat 24. From Ballpark Pal, who is a good follow on Twitter. But
Venn diagrams confuse me.
They Venn diagrammed.
They do.
the top 25 hitters against left-handed pitching and the top 25 hitters against right-handed pitching, and that middle is going to be the only players that are top 25 against left-handed and right-handed pitching. So Alec Boehm, Juan Soto, Yordan Alvarez, Brent Rooker, Alex Bregman, Bobby Witt Jr., Carlos Correa, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge are the only players that are top 25 in both facing left-handed batters and facing right-handed batters.
I read that way. I said to Alex, I go, I don't do well with Venn diagrams. I don't know if it was on camera. She goes, oh, come on.
It's a pretty easy diagram to read.
I know. I always get confused. So they're both.
Brian, you might have just taught him something today. He just learned how to read a Venn diagram.
I've seen a few that are really confusing. This one now that
if it has the 3, is that where it gets you?
The 3 big circles?
Yeah.
The middle part always gets me right there.
Well, the middle part is the one that applies to all of them.
To all of it. Oh, okay. Alex Boehm, is he a good hitter then?
Yes.
I know. Okay. All right, I get it now. I get Venn diagrams. By the way,
Frank.
If Christian's still watching, when you said teams that have to travel the furthest, this is where I was. Is it farthest? Distance is farthest, and furthest, right? It is farthest. Okay.
Riveting conversation. Okay, so
tell your son there's a moment for the montage.
Final post to get us out here on the week.
This is cute.
Next Wednesday, the Dodgers are giving out a bobblehead, another Shohei Ohtani bobblehead.
Oh boy, they're lining up now.
Again, featuring his dog Decoy.
Yep.
But they are encased in kind of gold paint. So Shohei and his dog Decoy. Bobblehead giveaway next Wednesday for the Dodgers facing the Orioles.
All right, it's next Wednesday. They will be lining up on Tuesday to get these things because I know the resale value. Did you like the name Decoy for the dog? It's cute. No, not a fan.
I don't know. Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Isn't the name supposed to apply something to the Dodgers, right? That was the kind of hint that they gave out before they.
The decoy is that they've actually won a legit World Series in the past 30 years.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's
because they won in 2020 with COVID.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Reno Paul.
Is there another dog one that you have? Are we going to show that today?
No.
The golf balls?
I'm not sure. Oh.
No? Oh, the
Aaron Judge, because he's going to be on
Paw Patrol?
Oh, yeah.
I do not have that one. Okay. I couldn't find the actual.
Yeah.
You sent me.
Who was I sent it from the wrong site, probably.
Yeah. But then when I tried to look up the actual post, I couldn't find it.
We got this. Yeah, show this. There you go.
Yeah, golf balls.
Show them. Golf balls. Look at this.
Callaway is releasing a limited edition Let the Big Dog Eat golf
Those are
balls
cool.
surrounded I love golden in with dogs.
I'm surprised they haven't done that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only big dogs know about big balls.
All right, so we had some good picks today. We hope you had a good time. We love having you guys on the show in the chat room. You guys were very, very active today. I learned that balls means bad. So anyway, watch some movies over the weekend. Watch some sports. College football is back. You can join Alex and Jeff tomorrow at what time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you
Saturdays
watch
from
Sports
now
by
on.
the Book.
Yeah, because a lot of good games start at 9 a.m. So
Yeah.
we got to get you all the information before they start.
For the rest of the year.
Yep.
8 a.m.
Probably through college basketball, honestly.
All right, come back Monday. We'll have another good show. Ryan and I will be back. And Ann and Caden and Sean and Drew Dog, actually, they flip-flop. Yeah, there he is, Creepy Sean. And you want me to sign off? Lines, I've been a better show!